Students, welcome back to the history class. We were discussing about the Mughal Empire. In previous class, we have studied about Babur. In this video, we will study about Akbar the Great. Babur laid the foundation of Mughal Empire in India but did not live long enough to consolidate his rule. Humayun, the next ruler, was expelled by Sher Shah Suri. Humayun was successful in regaining the lost empire but died suddenly. His 13-year-old son Akbar was proclaimed as the next emperor under the regency of Baram Khan, one of Humayun's ablest and most trusted generals. When Humayun died, Akbar was at Kalanur in Punjab. Therefore, his coronation took place in Kalanur in 1556 CE. Baram Khan's regency. When Akbar ascended the throne, there was political instability and insecurity in north and northwest India. His rule was threatened by enemies from all sides. Through his strategies and policies, Akbar took the Mughal reign to its finest glory and established an efficient government. After Humayun's death, his most trusted official, Baram Khan, served as Akbar's regent. Baram Khan became the Wakil or chief minister of the kingdom with the title of Khane-Khana. Under Baram Khan's guidance, Akbar immediately began seizing territories throughout the India. Second Battle of Panipat. Although Akbar's coronation had taken place in a hurry, his position was not yet secure. His immediate task was to defeat Hemu, the Wazir of General of Adil Shah, who had consolidated his position and had captured Agra and occupied the city of Delhi. He made preparations to check the advance of the Mughals. In November 1556, the Mughal forces met Hemu's army in the historic battlefield of Panipat. After a fierce battle, the Afghan army was defeated and Hemu was captured and killed. That was the end of the Afghan resistance to the Mughals. In 1560, Akbar finally took over the reins of administration in his own hands. Akbar chose to go to Mecca. On his way to Mecca, he was killed by an Afghan in January 1561. Conquests of Akbar. Malwa was conquered in 1561. In 1564, Akbar attacked Gondwana, where Rani Durgavati bravely resisted the Mughal forces but was defeated and killed. Akbar conquered Bengal in 1576 and Gujarat in 1578. These two conquests added greatest riches to the Mughal Empire. Besides the fertile land of Bengal, a number of ports, which were centers of foreign trade, came under the control of the Mughals. In the northwest, Akbar conquered Kabul, Kashmir, Sindh, and Kandahar. With these conquests, the Mughals were able to develop close ties with Central Asia and Persia. It in turn led to considerable growth in trade. The Deccan states of Ahmednagar, Bijapur, and Golconda, which had destroyed the Vijayanagar Empire initially, resisted both the diplomatic and military offensive of the Mughals. Chand Bibi, the brave queen of Ahmednagar, faced the Mughal army in 1595 but was forced to sign a treaty and hand over Berar to the Mughals. Conflict with Maharana Pratap. A number of Rajput rulers of Rajasthan had entered into matrimonial alliance with Akbar and accepted his rule. But Maharana Pratap did not accept Akbar's proposal and kept him opposing. As a result, the Battle of Haldi Ghati took place between the two in 1576. Although Akbar's forces defeated Maharana's forces badly and captured most of his strongholds, but Rana did not surrender even then. He kept on opposing Akbar till his death in 1597 and was able to recover some of the lost forts. After Rana's death, his son kept on opposing the Mughals. Thus, till his death in 1605, Akbar was not able to bring Mewar under his control. Rajput policy. Akbar tried to win over Rajputs through various measures. Firstly, he inducted Rajput kings into Mughal service and treated them at par with the Mughal nobility. Akbar entered into matrimonial alliances with more than one Rajput rulers. Bharmal, the king of Amer, whose daughter Akbar married, became a strong ally of the Mughals. Thirdly, Akbar let most Rajput kings retain control over their kingdom in return for recognizing the supremacy of the Mughal emperor, and he did not interfere with their internal administration. These measures not only resolved the long drawn Mughal Rajput rivalry but also integrated the Rajputs into the Mughal system. The Rajputs, who became allies of Akbar, took active part in the expansion and consolidation of his empire. By the time of his death in 1605, Akbar's empire stretched from the Himalayas to the Godavari and from the Hindu Kush to the Brahmaputra. Children, in this video we have studied about the life of Akbar. Thank you and have a nice day.